Hello guys, good morning to one and all. So after a long time, I'm doing once again the video. So in last class, we have learned about sectors of Indian economy. So in that one, how to create the employment level in the yes, how to create the employment level um, in all three sectors. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to learn how to create the more employment level in primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So same example, if you take the case of Lakshmi. Lakshmi was having the 2 hectares of land. That is, it was an unirrigated. It was not an irrigated land. So totally 4 to 5 members they were working in that same plot in that small plot. So if you remove any 2 or 3 people from that small plot of land means we will not see any kind of damage as well as we will not find any kind of effect on agricultural production. If you remove those two also, uh, in a smoothly the agricultural activities will be go on by the 3 people there. Okay, those 2 people they will consider as underemployment. So this was the case what we have learnt in the last class. So in this class we are going to learn about uh, how to create the employment level at the primary sector, at the secondary sector, as well as in the tertiary sector there. Okay, so if you take the example of Lakshmi was having the 2 hectares of land, unirrigated land. If a government provides some money as well as from the bank, if they can provide a loan for the agricultural activities, means for the construction of well, that is bore well, for her family, that land will be converted into the irrigated land. Instead of growing only one crop during a particular year, means now she is having the capacity to um, irrigate some more, sorry, to do the agricultural activities some more in the field there. Instead of growing one crop, now she is able to grow 2 to 3 crops there, that is multiple cropping due to the irrigated land there. So if government provides such a irrigation facilities to the farmers, such small farmers means they are having the capability to increase their income level. If a bank as well as if a government provides such loan from the um, such a loan for those people there. And also government has to provide, as well as they have to take the initiative step. So small farmers to buy the pesticides, chemicals, as well as seeds, HYV seeds, whatever quality seeds will be there, it will be very costly. So what they will do, they will go for the money lenders and they will take the loan from them, and uh, on the basis of interest what they will pay, whatever they are growing they are selling to that person there. So they are not getting any kind of profit. So if a government will take the initiative step to provide seeds, fertilizers, agricultural equipments, like trucks, as well as whatever plowing machines will be there, whatever materials is needed for the agricultural activities, if government is providing means it is very easy for them to take the loan with a very low interest, and they can also earn little bit more profit in that small land there. Okay, and whatever much more production will be there, they will sell their crops into the government sector only, and they will earn little bit more money also. Transportation is also needed for them. So if we give the transportation facility, whatever towns, whatever small towns, small villages are there in your surrounding, so all those small villages, small rural areas, it has to be connected little bit some big villages there, so that with the easy transportation they can sell their commodities to the big villagers, as well as those village people they will take those commodities to the cities and towns area there. So transportation is required, so that well construction of roads is also needed. nearby the town, nearby the villages, so that easily they can buy the commodities, as well as they can sell their commodities in their particular areas. So if a government invests some more money on the transportation, as well as in the construction of storage of crops, that is warehouses we will tell, as well as the cold storage houses we will tell, if such kind of storage buildings are being done by the government, means it will be helpful for the farmers to store their food grains and everything else in the storage area there. So it should be constructed near the rural areas only, so that they should not travel far away from that one, and they have to pay the uh, little bit more amount for the transportation. So many trucks will be there, as well as with the help of truck they can keep their surplus production, whatever crops they are growing. If it is a more in percentage, means they can store in the storage, that is in warehouses, with the help of transportation. So if a government provides such facilities for them, means it will be helpful for them. So in this way, in the primary sector, if you want to create such employment, means construction of transportation, as well as the supply of good seeds, fertilizers, agricultural equipments, and giving loan to the people, as well as construction of these warehouses. For this maintenance also, people are being needed. So in this way, if a government take the initiative step to do such kind of work, means we can help out a large number of small farmers which are there in our country. So in this way we can create the employment level in the primary sector. And now the Lakshmi can earn little bit more profit, because she is also um, with the help of loan, with a low interest, she is taking the loan, and she is purchasing the equipments. And also she is doing the multiple cropping, because her land from the unirrigated, it was being converted to the irrigated land by the construction of wells, canals, as well as whatever water is needed for the cultivation, as well as also by giving her a transportation facility, as well as the storage facility for them, means for the small farmers it will be very helpful, for so that they can store their extra crops, extra whatever extra growing agricultural crops will be there, they can store in that, and they can also have little bit betterment of living there. So in this way, in the primary sector we can create the employment level. So what about the secondary sector then, in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas? Okay, I have told Lakshmi is not confined the water alone. Water only, it is not a basic thing for the agricultural equipments, for the cultivation. So to cultivate the land, means it is needed some agricultural equipments also. And she has to borrow the money from the money lender and pay a high interest. If a local bank only, if they will credit at the reasonable rate, means she can also take the loan and buy all kind of assets, and she can grow. So this is the one advantage for the small farmers. If a bank, if a government is ready to give such loan for the small farmers there, nowadays they are giving, but the farmers are not having more information about this one. So how to create the employment level at the secondary sector there? So to promote the local industries and the services in the semi rural areas, whatever uh, above points what I have learned, that is storage, as well as mills, mill factories, sugarcane factories, whatever the agricultural commodities we are growing, and based on that, if any industries are been working there, means in the semi rural areas we have to promote it. Why in the semi rural areas, means I have told about underemployment. So those two people will be there now, those two or three people will be there now, they will sit I like a ideal in the home, they will not have any kind of employment opportunity. So nearby, if you are constructing some industries, some factories, means for those people, they will go and work in that area, and they will earn little bit more extra money. So in this way, we should promote as well as we should locate the industries and the services in the semi-rural area. So those small farmers will be there na. After their agricultural activities for some time, if they are free, means they can go and work in the mill, they can go and work in the industries and the factories, and they can earn a little bit more money. As well as government, if they are starting setting up the vegetables, the storage of vegetables and fruits pro recruitment and the processing units. So in this way, if they are setting up these kind of units, means it will be helpful for the rural people to to store their vegetables, to store their fruits in a very long time there. So that is why opening the cold storage facility is also one of the um, basic requirement, as well as we can create the employment level by opening the cold storage facilities there, so that whatever crops they are growing, whatever vegetables they are growing, whatever fruits they are growing, for a long time they can store in that warehouses, as well as in that storage facility there. As well as honey collection of the center, some people will be involved in the honey collection. So if certain centers are there in for that collection means whatever collected honey will be there, they will go and uh, give to that particular centers, and they can earn little bit more money. In this way we can help out to generate the employment level at this um, secondary sector there. As well as in the another way, if any kind of only one or two small scale industries factories are there, means still the people are needed a work, means some big farmers will be there. So those big farmers, what they will do, sometime they are needed for the cultivation, harvesting, plowing, some agricultural activities, they needed some people there. So they can also hire these people for their profit, as well as for their employment, as well for their activities, so that they can create the employment level at that time, and they can give the uh, employment opportunities to those people there. So in this way, in the primary sector, we can create the employment level. I have told in what are the basic concepts. In the secondary, by opening the cold storage device, warehouses, as well as by setting the industries, factories in these semi-rural areas. Means so those people, they will go and work in that particular area, so they will earn little bit more extra income in the sector there, as well as in their rural areas. So what about the service sector then? How the service sector will create the employment level in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas? Okay. So you all know about in our country 60% of population belongs to the age of 5 to 29 years. Out of this, only 52% are attending the educational institution. Okay, so this is the bad one of the bad concept, as well as what we will tell, only 52% the people are attending the educational institution, and rest of the children are working as a child laborer. So according to the Niti Ayoga, they estimated, they did this survey. So according to that one, nearly 20 lakh jobs, whatever jobs we are creating, it is created by the education sector alone only. By taking the certain education, we can create the certain employment level in our country. So this is the survey according to the Niti Ayoga. So how we can create the employment level in the educational sector as well as in the service sector, means 52% of people, they are taking the education, remaining they are working as a child laborer. They will not go to the school. They will earn little bit more money, and they will help their family members. So this kind of situation we will see in our country. So if these children are to attend the schools, means we will require more building, more teachers and other staff. So the study conducted by the um, Planning Commission, that is Niti Ayoga, estimated nearly 20 lakh jobs can be created alone in the agricultural sector. Similarly, if we improve the health situation, we need many more doctors, many more nurses and healthcare workers to etc. to give the good health facilities to the people. So these are some of the ways by which the job would be created, and we would also able to address the important aspects of development talked about in the first chapter. So if you want to give each and every child education, means we needed a school. If in that area small schools are not there, far away, if they want to travel, means we can also construct the school buildings in that area, so that children they can go and take their education. Midday meal scheme, as present the midday meal scheme is boosting up the children to take the education, as well as by taking the nutritious food plus the education, the poor people are sending their children to take the education. So in this way, if in the educational sector, if we take some little more step to improve the literacy rate in our country, means surely if we are having any lack of buildings for the school, means we can construct these schools, we can recruit, as well as we can appoint more and more teachers, more and more staff for that maintenance of the school to give the education. One principal will be there, workers will be there for the cleaning and sanitizing. So such facilities will be improvised, and most of the children they will get the education. So according to that Niti Ayoga, 20 lakh jobs are being created based on education only. So if that education, if some childrens they are not getting, means what a huge loss for the country also. So if we want to create, if we want to increase the literacy rate in our country, means such educational institutions should be set up, as well as the government has to take the initiative step to construct the schools, uh, so that each and every children they will get the education instead of working in some shop as well as in some hotels, means they will take the education and they will get a good position in their future job, or whatever job, whatever education they have been taken, whether it belongs to the engineer, whether it belongs to the teacher, whether it whatever profession they have taken the training, they will get the job, and they can increase their standard of living little bit more better na, by creating such a um, opportunities for child laborers. So similarly, if we want to improve the health situation, what we have discussed in the first chapter about literacy rate, about the health situation, about the living, better living. So if we want to improve the health situation, we need many more doctors, many more nurses, healthcare workers in the rural areas. So by setting some primary health centers in the rural areas, means we can recruit. With recruit means nothing but it is a appointment. So we can recruit more and more doctors, more and more nurses. For them also we can create the employment level, and we can give that we can generate the employment level. Yes or no? So another way is also there to generate the employment level in the rural areas, that is Narega, what already have learned in the last year, that is Mahatma Gandhi uh, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. It came into force in 2005. So the central government in India made a law implementing a right to work. So according to that right to work, in about 625 districts in our country are came under this act. So according to that one, all the people those are able and the need of work in the rural areas, the government will provide the 100 days guarantee employment yearly. Okay, year by year, yearly they will give the employment, guarantee employment, that is 100 days work for them. So according to that one, the wages will be paid. So all those who are able to work and need of the work in the rural areas are guaranteed. If they are the under in that village is under the Narega, means surely they will get the 100 days employment there. If a government fails to provide the employment opportunity, think that for a some time government is not having any kind of work so that they can't recruit, they can't give the work for the these people there. So how they will give the facilities for them means, if a government fail in its duty to provide the employment opportunities in the rural areas, it will give the unemployment allowance to the people. That is some amount of money. If they are getting 1,000 rupees means, half of that they will give for their survival, nearly 500 rupees for per month, okay, as well as for per day. So when till their unemployment, whatever fail situation to provide unemployment will be there na? So allowance will be paid to the people. So this type of work that would help in the increase in the production from the land will be given preference under this act, so that the people will get the employment opportunity, as well as if they are what we will tell, if any difficult situation if they are facing means, it will be helpful for those people by giving this kind of allowance. So in this way we can create the employment level by using this scheme also, that is Narega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Under this act, guarantee the employment will be given to the rural area people if they want to do some more extra work in the rural areas, like construction of building, construction of road, as well as the construction of well, dam, whatever it will be there in the rural areas, whatever work, whatever activities will be there, under this act they will get the employment opportunities. So if the government fails to create, as well as if the government fails to provide such employment opportunities means, the government will pay the allowance to the people, so that at that period they will not face any kind of difficulty under this act there. So in this way we can create the employment level in the service sector there. So in the today's class we have learned about how to create the employment level in the primary sector, secondary sector and the service sector. So in the next class, I am going to explain about divisions of this another type of sector, which we call it as a organized and unorganized sector, and how the condition will be there, and how to come out from that. What are the conditions they are facing by the unemployment people? Sorry, unorganized people. The people those are working in the unorganized sector. What is their situation? How to come out from that situation? Each and everything we are going to learn in the next session. I hope today's class you have understood about how to create the employment level in the all three sectors in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas. So I hope you people understood the concept. So if you are having any kind of doubt, you just pin your question in the group, so that it will be helpful for me to uh, sort out your uh, difficulty, and I hope you people will pin the question, whatever concept you have not understood. So signing out. Have a great day. Bye everyone.